Hello, my name's Sean Brown from WiSen Innovation, and in this WiSen Quick Guide video series I'm going to show you how you can apply reference ID names to nodes within the web portal. So within the web portal, when you're viewing the data as a tabular display, we can see here that all the nodes and associated gateways have a corresponding serial number. Now what's advisable on projects is that a reference name or an alias name is associated to your nodes. This makes understanding the data on particular assets a lot easier to interpolate. So to view and undertake the reference ID naming, we can see here if I was to press the show RefID, then this temporarily shows an additional column, and you can see here on this project that the user has been entering in reference IDs as the project progresses. And obviously here at the top for these two gateways, these are not installed yet. If you wish to permanently show this column, then if we switch this off and we go to the show field, then you can see at the top that a common field to be displayed could be the reference ID, and because you're not using the serial number or it's of no relevance, then you have the option there to switch that off. You press save, and then permanently displayed will be the reference ID for this project. Now to enter those reference IDs, we go to Setup, Node Reference ID and Deactivation. So just to touch on the deactivation, as you can see here, so this would be if an associated node is no longer required on a project. So you have the option to deactivate that from the project so the node is no longer updated and data is no longer being exported out of the WiSen system. But here we're just going to focus on the reference IDs as you see them. So the user has the choice to manually type in the reference IDs. Now you can probably understand that's quite a time consuming process. So what we've recently added is a little button here called upload.txt. Now the file format, we need that data to be in. Now if I hover the mouse over the question mark, you can see here that we either need this to be space separated, comma separated, and so forth. So these are the three options you have. Now just to show you from a Blue Peter, this is what I did earlier. And on this project, we have an Excel list being maintained where the reference IDs are being aligned to the serial numbers. Once this has been completed, then what's actually been happening here is it's been filed and saved as a CSV file, for instance, or perhaps you want to copy and paste this, and we can see here in front of us would be a text file, and you would have the reference IDs in here, and perhaps they'd be space or comma separated. So on this project, I now have a batch of reference IDs that I wish to upload. I press the upload button. I path to my particular file, and here you can see that I'm using a text file, and just open this up so you can understand how it views. Apologies. So this is the text file of interest. You can see here obviously the serial numbers and the reference IDs. Going back to the WiSen web portal, then that process will be then to select that file, press upload, select the file, open that up, and what we're presented with, as you saw a moment ago, is a summary table. Now the red text you're seeing is essentially no change. So these are ones that have been entered in the past, because obviously this project has been installed in different stages. And if I scroll down, you can see that where I've got a new reference ID only, then obviously that's a name that's going to be carried forward. We would press confirm. Then ensure that we press Save Changes. We have a confirmation box. We press confirm, and we've saved those changes successfully. This concludes the video showcasing how we can apply reference IDs within the WiSen web portal.